Good day to you all. My name's Mike and welcome to Codex English. I'm sometimes asked by students which online dictionary is the best one to use for learning English. The truth is, there is not one single perfect dictionary that is likely to meet all of your needs. Instead, I always recommend my students to use 2 or 3 different types of dictionary together, and each one of those dictionaries should have its own special purpose. And so, in this video, I'm going to recommend to you 3 free online dictionaries that work well together that you can use to help you learn English. So, let's get started. This first dictionary that I'm going to recommend to you is one that you can use for general English. Just a dictionary that you can go to for pretty much anything. General use English dictionary. And that dictionary is the Collins Online Dictionary. So let me go over why I recommend this dictionary to you for your general dictionary. This dictionary is very clearly organized and well presented, and you can use the menu above the word to quickly get to the information that you require. The Collins Dictionary also has a special little feature that's called word frequency. What this does is that it tells you how common a word is. Now, I find this quite a useful feature simply because it lets you know how likely it is that you are going to meet a word. And therefore, you can prioritize the words that are more common. You can learn those ones first. Or, if you like to learn less common vocabulary, well, you can prioritize those words first and choose to learn more unusual vocabulary instead. So, it's a nice little feature there. We can also see that at the top, all forms of a word are listed, complete with an audio pronunciation for each one. Language notes are also often given that detail important differences between British and American usage of a word too. So moving on to the definitions then, each meaning of a word is clearly separated by its meaning, and the definitions are written in English that's not too complicated to understand, meaning that most people will be able to understand each definition without too much trouble. And this is because the vocabulary used is not too advanced for most people. Beneath each definition, we can see that a list of synonyms is also provided with a link to the Collins Thesaurus page for the word in question. The Collins Thesaurus is also really good with a really good range of vocabulary and information relating to different contexts of the words too. Another really nice thing about the Collins Dictionary is that when you look up a noun, it is very clearly and obviously stated whether or not the noun is countable or uncountable, which is definitely a really important thing to know when you're trying to learn a new noun. Moreover, many of the core words in the dictionary also come with a pronunciation video. This is really great because you can watch a real person actually saying the word, allowing us to see the mouth position when they pronounce the word. Another nice touch is that the dictionary separates British and American usage into 2 separate areas, complete with audio pronunciation for both accents. This can be useful because some words work differently in American English compared to British English, and plus it's nice to hear the difference in pronunciation too. So moving down to the real-world sentence examples here featuring the word you've looked up, well, these are all taken from real-world newspapers from across the globe, so therefore you can trust that they all show the correct and proper usage of each word. Even further down the page, we have the idioms section. So it's always nice to be made aware of any idioms that are related to a word you're looking up in a dictionary, as this can give you extra insight in how a word might be used in a much less obvious way. Another great feature which I like about this dictionary is the fact that it has a collocation section for most entries too. If you don't know what a collocation is, it's simply when a word or a phrase is often used with another word or a phrase. Collocations are always really useful to know, and I recommend you do try to learn them because they show you how native speakers commonly use different words and phrases together in real conversations. If we move to the bottom of a definition on a page, we can see another really useful feature, and that is translations. So you can see you've got a good range of languages covered here, which means you can probably find a word that you looked up translated into your own native language. Something that I will also mention about Collins Dictionary is the fact it has lots of fun little games. Now, everyone loves games, and especially when learning a language, they can be very helpful. So it's nice to see a good selection of games and activities are included on the website. Last but not least is the final feature that I would like to mention, and that is the Collins Grammar Guide. This guide that they have on the website is very, very detailed and thorough, and it has a range of really good resources that you can use if you want to brush up on your grammar skills a bit as well. It's for all of these reasons that I highly recommend you give the Collins Online Dictionary a try if you haven't done so already to help you learn English. The second dictionary that I would like to recommend to you is the Free Idioms Dictionary by Farlex. As its name suggests, this dictionary specializes in idioms, phrases, expressions, and slang English. The thing that I really like about this dictionary is that it seems very up to date all the time. I very, very rarely cannot find an idiom or phrase that comes into my head. It will only not be able to find something you're looking for if that particular expression or phrase is very regional, by which I mean that expression is only used in a very small part of an English-speaking country. But other than that, you will definitely be able to find all of the most commonly used phrases, expressions, and slang used by native English speakers around the world. No problem. This dictionary also gives you realistic example sentences that sound like real sentences used by actual native speakers on a daily basis. So you will always be able to see an example sentence that shows you how to use the idiom or expression or whatever it might be in a natural sounding way. In terms of organization, this dictionary is nice and simple with a clean layout and is easy to understand. You do not feel overwhelmed by too much information. Of course, the dictionary also offers you a nice list of related idioms and expressions too. Another nice sort of bonus feature of this dictionary is that many of the more common idioms and expressions also come with their own video. Now, the video is nothing special, it's more like an animated visual definition of the word that has the same example sentence as the one listed in the definition. However, it's a bit of fun, and it's also helpful if you are more of a visual learner too. One negative that I do have to mention about this particular dictionary is that there are no audio pronunciations for the idioms or definitions, which is a bit of a letdown. However, I will still definitely recommend this dictionary just because it has such a great range and, most importantly, an up-to-date range of common idioms that you will find used in English all around the world all the time. So for that reason, I will still definitely recommend this dictionary if idioms are what you're looking for. The third and final dictionary that I would like to share with you all today is very different compared to the previous two, and that's because it's a picture dictionary, and this is the Visual Dictionary Online. So, being a picture dictionary, this one is mostly for learning nouns. Nouns, 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 and more nouns, because of course, it's a picture dictionary. It's a dictionary full of pictures of things, objects, devices, machines, you name it. It's full of images about things. So it's perfect for learning nouns. And being a picture dictionary, it's ideal for anybody who is more of a visual learner as well when it comes to learning vocabulary for a language. This dictionary is also particularly useful for learning groups of nouns together that relate to a similar object or a similar topic. It's especially useful if you want to learn vocabulary related to anything technical, such as machines or devices. It has lots of technical, advanced vocabulary for those kind of things. So this is a picture dictionary, so what are the images like? Well, as you can see, the images are very clear and are very detailed and are just really, really high quality. So, you know, for a free visual dictionary, it's very difficult to do better than this one. So moving on to the definitions in this dictionary. They are extremely accurate, however, they can be quite complex and they do use vocabulary that is quite advanced, and therefore this dictionary is probably best suited to learners of a more intermediate or advanced level. That being said, the pictures do help alleviate this problem somewhat, and at the end of the day, you still get to see the thing that's being defined, which of course is a great benefit to anybody. The dictionary does also come with high quality audio pronunciation as well for sentences. However, one very strange thing about this website, at least on my computers and on my phone, is that you have to download the audio file before you can listen to it. This is pretty annoying and somewhat inconvenient, I have to say. I don't know why they do it this way, but that's how it is. However, the audio pronunciations are really good, high quality, but there we go. That's just something that we have to live with when using this dictionary, sadly. A further slightly more negative point as well is that this website does seem a bit old and it does not work very well on phones either, which is a shame. However, I definitely do recommend this dictionary still, especially when used alongside the Collins Dictionary and the Free Idioms Dictionary, because this is just such a great dictionary for learning all about nouns. If you want to know the name of something, this is the dictionary for you, especially if you want to learn about advanced vocabulary related to machines, devices, and scientific instruments, things like that. It really is perfect for that kind of thing, so I still heartily recommend checking this dictionary out. Well, there you go. Those are the 3 dictionaries that I often recommend to learners of English. And all 3 of these dictionaries really do complement each other well. They really do work together well. You've got your Collins as your general dictionary. If you're interested in idioms, slang and phrases, you can go to the Farlex Free Idioms Dictionary. And if you really want to learn about nouns and more complex names and different language for things like machines and devices, then you can use the visual dictionary online for that. Thank you very much indeed for watching this video. I do hope that you found it very useful. If you did, please do consider giving the video a like. Until next time, cheerio.